Hey guys, so welcome back to Exploring the North. Today we're over at a canal towards a place called Foulridge again that we've been to in the past. We did a video in the past. But the reason we're here today is because we wanted to bring you a video of 5 hidden gems of Lancashire and Yorkshire. And where we are today is sort of close to the Yorkshire-Lancashire border. We'll be exploring more in the future, so do subscribe. But these are the 5 that we wanted to include in this video. So the first place we wanted to mention is a place called Coldstones Cut. Now, this is near a place called Pateley Bridge, a lovely little village. Pateley Bridge is, I think, heading up towards North Yorkshire. It's just outside of Harrogate, I think. But the village itself is lovely. It's got the world's oldest continuously running sweet shop there. And there's buildings there dating back to like the 1600s, that kind of era. But just outside of Pateley Bridge, there's a sculpture up on the top of a hill. Yeah, it's not a small thing. You can actually walk around it all. But it overlooks a quarry, a working quarry. And it's just amazing. You get up there, you're wandering around this amazing sculpture thinking, why is this here? And then suddenly this vista opens up of a working quarry. And it's one of the most spectacular things I've seen just on one of our days out. Really, really nice. Definite hidden gem, because from the bottom of the hill, the walk up to it's nice as well. We saw lapwings and things, and there's like an old limestone kiln near the bottom. But yeah, you just don't expect this amazing scene to open up in front of you. Quite epic, quite takes your breath away a little bit. So that's the first place on our list today, Coldstones Cut. Have you been there? Did you enjoy it? Let us know in the comments. And please feel free to suggest other hidden gems that we should be checking out on the channel as we go through the video in the comments section. Quick look at the scenery around us today as well. How nice is this? But anyway, on to our second place, and that is a place called Bridestones. So what is Bridestones? Well, I first came across the place because I was talking to a friend about Brimham Rocks, saying that I wanted to go to Brimham Rocks, or had they ever been. It's a stunning place, Brimham Rocks, isn't it? But it's not really a hidden gem. Bridestones, though, is like Lancashire's answer to Brimham Rocks. It's over near a place called Todmorden, which is close to Hebden Bridge, areas like that. And it's up on a place called Bridestones Moor. And it's just a collection of these random huge stones that look like they've been put into positions, but they haven't, have they? I think they've just been, I don't think they've ever been created. I think that's just the way they landed. How they got there, I'm not entirely sure. Let us know in the comments if you know. But some of them are amazing, the shapes they create. Some of them look like they have faces in them. Yeah, a really spectacular place, completely free to visit. Up on the top of a moor. The views are spectacular. And I just can't really recommend the place enough. If you like that kind of thing. Of course, it isn't quite as good as Brimham Rocks. That's a National Trust, isn't it? Place, I think. But you do have to pay to go there. With Bridestones, there's no entry fee. You just park up nearby, walk around, look at the rocks. And yeah, again, the wildlife and the scenery around there is amazing too. So that's our second place on our list of hidden gems in Lancashire and Yorkshire, Bridestones. This, by the way, is about a 1.5 mile walk or 2 mile walk from Saltaire to Barnoldswick along the Leeds to Liverpool Canal. That's where we are today. Look at the stunning scenery around here too. Beautiful, isn't it? But anyway, enough of that. On to our third hidden gem, and that's a place called Saltaire. Now, I was debated whether to include this or not, because Saltaire is actually a UNESCO World Heritage Site. So it's not like nobody knows about it. You know, it's an amazing place. It was a unique Victorian model village built by a man called Sir Titus Salt for his workers at Salt's Mill, which is now a converted mill into like a shopping centre, an art gallery for David Hockney. But yeah, there's a lot of his work there, and it's this huge old school mill, really amazing place to visit on its own. But Saltaire, it's in Bradford, but it's strange because you're driving through the centre of Bradford, and it's all like, you know, random, just normal shops you would see in a town centre. And then you turn left into this Victorian model village that's like unchanged with amazing architecture. It's got these 4 stone lions that were supposed to be at Trafalgar Square in London, I think. And because Sir Titus Salt found out that they weren't going to be used, he managed to get hold of them to put them in his model village. It's on the Leeds-Liverpool Canal, which is what we're walking along right now. And it's also on the River Aire, so it was the perfect place to have a mill. Close to Bingley Five Rise Locks, I think you can walk to there. And it's just a great place to explore, spend an afternoon. It's got a massive park called Roberts Park with like a bandstand and statues to Sir Titus Salt in there. A big playing area, and there's like cafes looking over the river. There's so much to do there. Lovely bakeries and things. But yeah, just obviously it's a popular place, it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, but if you don't live in the area, I'd never heard of it. I just randomly ended up there because I was in Bradford. I thought I'll try and do a video somewhere. Is there anywhere local that's, you know, pretty cool? And I came across this place, so I thought, how have I never heard of this before? So that's why I've included it as a hidden gem, number 3 on our list. But now let's move on to number 4. If you are enjoying the video, by the way, please do give it a like. That really does help us out more than you know. It really boosts the video. So our 4th hidden gem of Lancashire and Yorkshire is in Lancashire, and it's a place called Downham near Clitheroe in Lancashire. Again, we've got videos of both those places on the channel. But Downham it's different because it's used as like a filming location for old films and things like that, because it's been part of the same family for like hundreds of years, the Asherton family, I think it is. One of the things filmed at Downham was Whistle Down the Wind or something. It was mentioned in the Doomsday Book. It's a very old place, but it's been completely preserved because it's in private hands. There's no road markings, there's no sky dishes, there's no telephone poles or anything like that. It's got a great ice cream shop where you can enjoy an ice cream while you walk around the village. There's also some of the old stocks there that they used to put prisoners in. It's just, again, so well preserved, but every time I take people there, they say I would have never known this place was here. Even though it's not only a mile or two outside of Clitheroe. It's got one of the funkiest public toilets I've ever seen as well. It's like an old stables that's been converted into a public toilets. There's a pub there where you can enjoy a good meal, again owned by the family, the Asherton family, I think. There's a great view of Pendle there, and the scenery, the surrounding scenery is just beautiful and stunning. Lots of walks in the area. Everyone I take there seems to love it. So we felt it should definitely be included on our list of hidden gems. Yeah, sorry, we've been distracted by the grasshopper. Can you see it? But yeah, let's move on to our 5th and final place on our list of hidden gems, and that's a place called Wycoller. Again, in Lancashire, but heading over towards Haworth in the Yorkshire area, and that's what you will associate if you're a keen Emily Bronte fan or a keen fan of the Bronte sisters. You'll recognise the name Haworth because that's where they grew up. The parsonage is there. Now I'm pretty sure Wycoller almost became extinct because I think they were going to flood it at one time to make a reservoir. Fortunately they didn't, because it's one of the most picturesque little villages and with so much history there with the Bronte sisters. So Wycoller also goes back centuries. I'll put on screen now when it was first mentioned, but there's a place there called Wycoller Hall. It's like a derelict house that's supposed to be the inspiration for, I think it's Ferndean Manor in the book Jane Eyre by Emily Bronte. I think that's right. Apologies, I'm not a literary genius, by the way, so I just hopefully I've got those details right. Yeah, Wycoller Hall itself is thought to actually date back to the 10th century. It also has several old pack horse bridges that run over Wycoller Beck, I think it's called. I think they date back to like the 16th or 17th century. Yeah, one of them called Clam Bridge or Bankhouse Bridge is actually an ancient monument. It's listed as an ancient monument. It says it's undatable. It could be thousands of years old, a Neolithic bridge. There are again lots of walks in that area, and there's also a panopticon near there, one of Lancashire's 4 panopticons, which we've done a video on in the past, called the Atom. That's up overlooking Wycoller on the hill. And there used to be a cafe there that sold ice creams and things, but I do think that has closed down now. There's lots of picnic benches, so it's a good place to take some food with you and have a picnic and visit the little visitor centre they've got there as well. But I don't think the cafe that sold the ice cream is there anymore. But it's just a stunning little village, hidden. You would have no idea it was there unless someone pointed it out to you. So that's the purpose of this video. That's the 5th hidden gem on our list, Wycoller in Lancashire. So I really do hope you've enjoyed our little trip around Lancashire and Yorkshire today, just exploring 5 hidden gems. Are there others? Are there things we should have mentioned, do you think? Places to visit on the channel in the future? Please do let us know in the comments if you feel there are. Have you been to any of the places we've mentioned today? We'd love to hear about it if you have. Always enjoy reading your comments and responding to it if we can. Don't forget to like the video if it's helped you out. It really does help us out. Subscribe if you want to see future content. Thank you for watching, and until next time, bye for now.